Hello, Matt here. I wanted to show anybody who's building courses how to use the new certificate plugin. It's pretty slick. Of course, it's a little clunky because that's the nature of Moodle, but it also ends up with a pretty nice product. So the certificate is actually an activity. So at anywhere you can add an activity, you can add the certificate. Okay? I'm not going to add another one right now, but I will show you mine. I'm going to go in and edit the settings. This is what will pop up when you add that activity. Okay, so it's, the similar thing. You name it. All right, you have all these options. You can have it email the teachers, those who are considered teachers of the course, or others. Delivery. I messed with email, which was a cool idea, and it sent a good certificate, but when you click on Get Certificate, it throws up a window with a bunch of gibberish in it, so it might scare the students. What I found works the best is opening a new window. They can either print it from there, or they can save it as a file, so that works well. Save certificates. I assume this saves it on the system. I actually haven't checked that yet. This is, something you might consider. I don't know. I want them to finish the course, not be in it for a certain amount of time. All right, so then you got the print date. You can choose. I chose course completion. Date format. I'm not sure what the code is. I'm not really worried about it. Well, there you go. It's a unique 10-digit code of random letters and numbers that can be printed on the certificate. This number then can be verified by comparing it to the code number displayed in the certificate's report. Maybe not a bad idea. I'm not doing it right now. You can print the grade on there. And then this print outcome. I'm not sure what that means, and you really don't have a choice. It only says no. Must have something to do with one of these. You can print the credit hours on there. Like for Wise, I'll put credit hours on there. And you can have it print the teacher's name on it. I find that doesn't necessarily work very well because it's anybody who's a agency admin. So I had 4 names on there, so I said no. And you can throw in some custom text. Now here's the part where you need to get either Anthony or I your graphics. This is a bunch of choices. Well, this is just your choices for the format of it. This is what I used and it looks good. Landscape, that's a typical format for a certificate. And then border image, there's several. I did black. They're probably, very similar. Black looks good. I'll show you the final product. Border lines, that kind of goes right through the border image, so it doesn't look very good. And then these are where we'll drop files for you. I have right now a human resources file that's like, somewhat transparent behind the whole thing. You'll see what I mean. And then a signature image. I put a signature image, uploaded it, and I select it here. You can see there's some others that we were trying to mess with. And then a sealer logo, which will put your logo in the corner of it. Okay. This just means it's going to show up in your course. It's the same stuff, typically that you see in each activity. So I'm going to save and display. And this way I can show you what it looks like. All right, so this is what they'll see, something like this. Issued this date. Get your certificate. See if I can get the whole thing in here. Probably not quite. Just about. So this is the, that faint background image. Can't remember what it's called all of a sudden. My logo. And this is the signature. Now these files need to be small. In fact, the signature is 200 pixels wide and the logo is about 90. It could maybe be 100 wide. Otherwise, if it's bigger, it puts it over here. And this is down in here if it's bigger. It behaves strangely, but in the end, after fiddling with it for quite a while, it's not bad. And it actually prints better than it looks on the screen because this background image is more faint than it looks. So that's the way to add a certificate that'll be date stamped to any course. It's pretty slick.